How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, if you're probably wondering why I'm a little bit flustered by all this, is because of last night's raid or so. And if you're wondering what that raid is, though, I put a link down in the description so that way you don't have to, like, go into the search boxes or whatever and just type in a specific raid, because I know there's, several of them at this point, though. But anyways, let me get back on track, okay? So the reason why I'm following up on this particular raid is because of how it ended, really, though. And the way that it ended, though, it was really unbelievable. Like, really, like, who would frag their own guys just to be on top of the leaderboard, and then all of a sudden, poof, the game ends, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, we won, we won, we won," and all that stuff. So if you're wondering, how it happened, though, I mean, luckily I saw something that's hidden inside. So I want you guys to take a look at this, and yeah, you'll see what I mean. Okay, now, as you can see over here, though, there are two Lassie, which is me and another, and three PSICOMs. Oh, and I'll get to that in a second, though. Now, the reason why I have this silent is because, it's a bit noisy at this place, though, and so it would be much more preferable if I could just talk over it without any interference at all, though. But anyways, let me get back to it, though. So, as you notice near the end of the game, though, they started to, frag each other a little bit, though. One of them, that is, though. And this is how they came up with the idea of trying to get that so-called win that they tried to claim in the first place, though. So, yeah, at the whole entire time, though, I mean, we've been bombarding them with, banshees and all that stuff. And, I mean, basically, we've been doing this until they either quit or they could just, end the game or whatever. Which, fortunately, they did with us still in it. And everybody knows that in a raid, though, you're supposed to make the attackers retreat and then end the game. Not the other way around. So, yeah, one of these guys is decided to, hey, I'm just gonna frag my own buddies, sacrifice their virtual lives, and just claim a so-called win over it, though. I mean, this is really ridiculous. I mean, it really is, though. If they would just put on a fair map or whatever, or something like that, then this would not have happened, really, though. We would have just been, oh, let's do Bungie style, and then we'll see who the better clan is. I had enough watching this, though. I'm just gonna get back to it. Well, all I can say is that, is this how clan battles are supposed to be going nowadays? I know that there are still a few clans out there left that are using company rules to settle their differences, but yet PSICOM here, they never play fair. They really don't. Afterwards, though, they try to deny it and all that stuff, and they try to make excuses for themselves. The reason why they did this and that, though. You want to know what happened at the beginning? Nothing was declared even before we began, though. It was just invite, press start, we begin. And because nothing was declared, though, by default, though, the standard community agreed raid rules apply. There's a structure right there, which is ironically my own, and that bastard remade it into a sick little twisted fantasy version of it, though, thinking that they could use my LAN against me. I know the LAN inside and out. Those who have stolen other LANs are not very skillful at all, though. I mean, what's the matter? They can't create their own maps or creations and they just have to plagiarize others for their own benefit? It really isn't. It's not cool. And then after the raid, though, after that raid, right? Then they tell me, oh, it was just fun. Oh, it was just joking around, though. Everybody smile. So you're trying to tell me, and for this purpose here, though, their real names, the two of them, there's actually two of them. The third one was named Scott, though, obviously, though. But for the other two, their names are Justin and Norman. I mean, that's what they told me. I don't know their last names, but I'll just call them Justin and Norman, right? So, Justin, who is known as Covenant Ultra or A-Rock Sarkomi or whatever the f*** his gamer tag is nowadays, though. I mean, really, come on. Make up your mind, dude. I mean, can't you just stick to one name? Really? And then Norman, his brother, right? I mean, they do live with each other. I mean, I've heard it before though. Is justifying that whatever Justin is doing is actually giving him the right to be an to everyone he meets. Like, really. I really can't like record every single word on their conversation, but after that, Ray, though, oh my goodness gracious, dude, I had to be like Dr. Phil and all that stuff, because he was telling me all kinds of sob stories about how, he's lost his parents at a young age, that he's had to join a gang to survive in the streets or something like that. I mean, dude, Norman, I don't want to know any of that stuff, though. You keep that stuff to yourself, though. I could care less where you come from. The fact is that you and your brother has disrespected, the fact that you attacked me without any prior knowledge, and then a few years ago, I thought I ended this whole PSICOM nonsense. But then, no. Justin had to come back, went down on his knees and pleaded to me a few weeks ago, let me join back, please. I'm so sorry. Please, I'll do anything. I'm so sorry. And in each and every time, no, 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 no. Do you know why a lot of militarized clans and even other types of clans have a blacklist? It's for that very reason. If you don't make a good first impression the first time around, how in the hell are we supposed to trust you in the future? How in the hell are we supposed to even consider the fact that you could be worthy of forgiveness? I mean, believe it or not, though, out of everyone I've blacklisted, in Lassie's past and plus my own, though, you are the only one, Justin. And yes, I'm talking to you. And Norman, you better be listening in on this too. You are the only one whose crimes extend to not days, not weeks, not months, but years. Years of the same bullshit. Years of the same crap that I had to put up with over and over and over again, is just because you don't get it, You don't get the fact that because I'm the more superior clan leader here, though, you just can't move on from there, though. And yet, out of every single time, right, we settle it a few years back, though, we settled it a little bit of Bungie style there, but most of the time it's just raids. Why it has to be a raid for? Why not classic Bungie style? Like, come on, like, really? What is it that you're afraid of? What, are you not confident of your gameplay? Or are you not confident in your skills? Like, really? Now, ladies and gentlemen, though, if you're wondering what all this has to do with a simple aftermath and everything, I mean, this is like the very core reasons why they have it. I mean, they could be bullshit, but who knows? I don't know. But my point is, though, is that I just want to like end this off. I thought I ended them like years ago, though. I just don't understand why they had to come back and start the same bullshit. Like, I thought they matured by now. I thought they moved on. Like, really. It's a joke, really. It's joking. Now, admittedly, though, they did improve a bit. They really did improve. I was quite shocked. I never thought they were capable of improvement, but hey, there they are. But anyways, though, like, I thought they could just get it, though. And Norman, with his bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you guys all this, though. Let me just tell you the juicy details of that 3-hour conversation I had with him. Like, besides the sob stories that Norman has told me, and for me to feel sorry for himself. And speaking of that, though, guess what? After all this, though, Norman again and then tried to coax me into surrendering to PSICOM. And you want to know what the reason is? Is to make his brother finally happy. Because I've been hearing that his brother, Justin, wakes up every day doing weightlifting or whatever bullshit excuse he comes up with, saying, I'm gonna rip Cheeto's head off, or I'm gonna rip his spine out. Cheeto this, Cheeto that, I hate Cheeto, blah, blah, Cheeto's gonna be dead. Give me a break, like, really. And now you're telling me years later, right? And you should have said this from the beginning, right? That he has a chronic bipolar disorder or something. I don't know what disorder you said, but you said something about a disorder, right? Like, oh my God. And believe it or not, though, I've done my extensive research on that, though. And disorders are no excuse to justify his actions. Just because he has some kind of disorder or something, it does not give him the right to be an asshole. And yet you, Norman, right, are just letting him do it. Like, what's the problem? Like, are you afraid of your own brother or something? Like, come on, bro. Like, man up. Who cares if you know, surviving or whatever? Who cares if you're financially unstable or something like that? Make the best of it. Make it work somehow, okay? Don't blame other people for your own misfortune, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting ridiculous. Like, really. I mean, I don't know how much more I can say just to get through to these two. Like, really. I mean, I could tell you right now that this is not going to be over by a long shot. I mean, this is really, really ridiculous. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my goodness gracious. I mean, you guys might as well just go grab a snack and get some popcorn or something. Or this is going to turn into a movie or something like that. I mean, I really don't care, but hey. Oh, my God. Now then. Ladies and gentlemen, right? Picture this in your heads, right? Let's take a vote, shall we? Now, I'm going to review some of the bogus claims that Norman has said to me, though, that it sounds really bogus, like I said. Now, who has heard, right, of somebody losing their health insurance at age 18? I've looked up everything about this, though, and not one page, not one, has mentioned that you can lose your health insurance at age 18. Now, the only way I know for sure you can lose said health insurance, right, is if you do something incriminating and get incarcerated or something like that, yeah. But other than that, though, according to the Affordable Cares Act, right, or ACA or something like that, it's a federal law that health insurance is mandatory. And you get to stay on it, at age 26 if you're claimed by your parents or that. I mean, they have health insurance, yeah, I was told. So, what's the problem there? That means they're bull. That means that they're not really smart, though. Now, Norman really claims that he is smart as he is, but he is as dumb as a stung beetle. Like, really. That guy does not know a thing or two about research. Like, he doesn't even get his facts straight, really. That's how dumb he is, really. And yet he tells me that I'm disrespecting him and all that stuff. I need to calm down or whatever and all that stuff. I mean, dude, you're the one who has the crazy psycho brother who uses his pretend disorder, or I don't know if he even has a disorder, just to do the things he do. It's unexcusable, dude. And like it or not, though, you two need to be punished to the full extent of the sea law. No excuses. I'm done being nice. I really am, though. If you guys are not going to respect me the first time around, then why should I respect you? Think about it, right? And then another thing, though. Oh, my goodness gracious. Another claim that Justin has two personalities, though. A right mind and a wrong mind. I really think that Justin is fully aware of his actions, though. And he's just too stubborn and stupid to admit it, though. And yet, those two blame everything on us, though. That we're the ones that cause the most damage in their lives. I mean, believe it or not, though, I'm sure there are a hell of a lot of people, right? That went through all this, though. And yet, we have to deal with the similar assholes, right? that we do on an everyday basis. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you guys have one or two people that, you know, constantly blame you for everything that has happened bad in their lives though. Take my advice though. You're not at fault here. They are. They're the ones that allow all this stuff to happen to them though. You want to know why though? Cuz they don't know how to take control. They don't know how to live their lives the way that they were given to them. You know? Now don't get me wrong though. I'm not a bad person at heart though. It's just that, you know, if you can't respect me enough though, even after I tried being their friend the first time around, I mean, it was true. I felt sorry for them. I really did. And what did they do? Slap me in the face multiple times and just shove my friendship down my throat. Yeah. After that though, I should have just been done this though. I should have just been banished them a long time ago, really. But yet, I'm really, really stubborn. I really, really am. Okay, I think I've talked long enough though. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys understand by now what's going on here though, and this is like a heck of a lot more things to come. And for all you gamers out there, if you guys want to join the sea though, then please feel free to do this though. I mean, really. But unless, of course, you don't want to deal with the constant bullshit I'm about to experience maybe a week or so from now, then hey, it's your choice. Now then, this has been Chito2500's, so thank you all so much. I know this is taking a lot longer than expected, though, but at least you guys and gals understand at least some of the reasons why this raid went down, though. And, you know, other things may get involved in the future. So, take care of yourselves and each other.